Standard joke. So
Oh. Well, I've rambled on a lot this week. I had a lot prepared, but that was embarrassing. El Dorado.
this one's a little more obscure this week. Can anyone tell me what this
Okay,
is?
let's put something better than El Dorado on, shall we? Because oh god,
that was the start.
you guys are going to think I've got the worst taste in TV shows of all time, and it's to be only bad TV shows from the 90s that you watch. Yeah, well, who watches bad TV now, really? So much choice. But just to set the record straight, here we have a quality TV show from the late 80s and early 90s. Oh no, it's still embarrassing. I can't watch anything decent.
That was an interesting one.
Can you hear that?
So I'm signing myself there.
That's them singing. It's the Nashville thing again, isn't it? It's like when you've got a music, when you've got a song, get a singer to sing it. Don't get actresses. Oh. Those girls at the end, they were. I know they were friends for a long time, but I think they were good. I think I've looked this up now. I think they were lookalikes that they got an old cine film camera and. But they were quite good lookalikes, I have to say. Not that I watched that rubbish. Bloody crap.
Community that there's no real equivalent of in real life because
it was unusual for a British sitcom because they adopted the Lawrence Marks and Maurice Gran. They said that they adopted the American way of writing the sitcom, with the writer's room. I always suspect when British writers say that, I always think, well, what you did there was you were too lazy to write 6.5 hours yourself, so they got other people to do it.
You kind of know that
it would have been a slightly more polished turd, Birds of a Feather, I reckon, if they'd written 6.5 hours a year themselves. They didn't. They did 10 half hours a year of really substandard comedy. Right, I'm on about soap operas now, and can you believe because I went quite extensive. There was something I forgot to. Oh yeah, that was it. I was going through all the soaps and the ones I watched and the ones I didn't watch. So, well, let's briefly run through it. So I did watch El Dorado. I probably watched it for the first 6 months because I wanted to watch a soap from the start, just to say I'd been there from the start. I can remember growing up with people who'd watched Carrie from the start. I wanted to be the person. I don't know why. At 12 years old, I wanted this as an aspiration, but I remember thinking I wanted to be the person who'd watched El Dorado from the start and thought it wasn't as good anymore as it used to be. I watched Corrie from about 1990 to 2000. The Reg Holsworth era, that was my era. It was never the same after they killed off Derek Wilton.
The other day, and she was telling Martin Kemp's son what a Brandon he was.
When you watch soaps, so I'm going off on one again now. When you watch soaps, you start to see patterns emerging. Like the reason I've started talking about soaps again is because in Neighbours, that was very much a soap opera that relied on pattern. Like, for example, after you'd been watching Neighbours a couple of years, whenever any of the teenager characters said, "Oh, let's study together," okay, them two are getting together, and they always got together in exactly the same way. They'd go around to each other's house to study. You see, a girl and a boy always. They'd take a break from studying, then they'd start messing about, play fighting, and then they'd sort of collapse on each other on the floor and go, ha, 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 and then they'd stop laughing, and then they'd kiss, and then cut to credits. But Corrie had its formula as well.
Anyway, his
what was I going to say then?
Brookside was meant to be sort of soap equivalent.
Corrie formula. What did they do more than once in Corrie?
Like 2/3 of the characters in Brookside had committed a murder at some point.
No, it's gone.
That's
Damn, I thought whatever that was quite interesting. All right, so Alan Blaisdell. So I watched Brookside for a bit. I probably watched it. I probably got into it for a couple of years, and then I saw it on and off until it was finally put out of its misery, because it really did get awful towards the end. I remember they started putting it on late at night, and they put swear words in it. Swear words in a soap opera. Emmerdale, I did get into Emmerdale a little bit. I probably watched that for a year, 18 months, sort of around the early 2000s.
There's no point in me doing the
EastEnders, I watched that for a few years.
All that stuff that happened at the start.
I never saw Family Affairs.
The real doorbell nearly. I don't have a doorbell here. It would have been what do I mean? I don't have a doorbell.
I watched any Star Trek for a week. I don't know what more I can say about Star Trek.
There you go. See, I'm not answering it. There's only 3 minutes left.
I just wanted to talk this week. I couldn't be bothered with the comedy bits. I couldn't be bothered. I had another Duff Twins / Sisters interview thing lined up. Couldn't be bothered doing it. Just wanted to talk about Robert Altman. So
wasn't Patrick Stewart
I can do what I want with these, can't I? I missed the doorbell joke again. Maybe I should let the doorbell jokes lie.
Okay, I'll prove.
Think of something else to do.
He's a sexy character because she loves Tom Hardy. She calls him delicious. So I'll put Nemesis on for her.
You won't be able to hear this, but I can hear commentary for. I just mentioned Doctor Who for some reason. Of course,
Tom Hardy a little bit less now.
I think Doctor Who's coming back next month. And if you follow my channel regularly, boy, are you going to know about it, folks.
You originally watched the film.
Okay, all right, let's bring this one full circle now. So, the last DVD I bought with my vouchers was Shada, the 1979 Doctor Who story, the third and final one, scripted by Douglas Adams of Hitchhiker's fame. Probably my favourite writer of all time, like Douglas Adams. And infamous because it was cancelled halfway through production, this story, because of a writer's strike, which is a shame because it was an above average story. Now finally completed with linking animation, and they got the old cast back together basically before they died, just to re-record the script, and I might do a review of it, but I thought I'd end with a bit of jazz drumming. So yeah, a bit up tempo this week. If I've got time for some jazz drums, here we go. Yeah, feel the rhythm, folks. Take you on a run, not a stroll. Jazz can be up tempo too. Ooh, I'm in the bedroom. Yeah.